Hey, you guys. Everyone knows that the coronavirus has been spreading. It went from being an epidemic to a pandemic. And so I'm just kind of curious to see where this goes. And by the way, welcome to Pretty Tarot. And I'm going to be talking a little lower than usual, simply because I don't want to make any disturbances anywhere else. I'm at the office. All right, so I kind of just want to see where is this going to go, and then give you guys some quick health and health advice and tips on how to deal with it. Okay, maybe see if we can dispel some of this panic. So, coronavirus for the collective. For the collective. This is for the collective. Whenever you find this, if the coronavirus is still a thing, how is this going to play out, or how is this going to affect everyone, in especially in terms of the collective, the collective, the collective in the world. Oh, gosh. So stuff is flying out. Okay, stuff is flying out here. So, Page of Swords, this is literally, I feel like people are going to be definitely watching, observing, and they're watching everything. They're watching every move governments are making. They're watching behind their backs. They're just like, people, I feel like, are very suspicious, and they're very super cautious during this time, and going to be for, I feel like, the next, I say 3 to 4 months, the shortest period of time, 2 months. But this is definitely people trying to be prepared, but people are suspicious, and they're looking behind their back, and they're looking all around them, and they're like wondering what's really going on. Definitely a lot of watching, observing going on. Got a lot of cards that fell out here. And so we also have the moon and the world. Simply, and this is sideways, because I feel like no one really knows where this is going to go. Okay, no one really knows if this is going to escalate any further beyond this, or if it's going to stay exactly where it is, or if it's going to die down. Page of Cups, Five of Cups. These are sideways. So because these two came out, and they're here sideways, it's pretty much showing that it's like, I want to say it's like, okay, Page of Cups is definitely Pisces sign, right? Thing is, we are in the Piscean period of the new moon. We also are in literally the zodiac of the Pisces. So it's Pisces birthdays right now. And I kind of feel like people right now are feeling like, a lot of people are feeling like maybe they have taken a loss, or if they've seen losses. So losses of life, losses of opportunity. And when I say losses of opportunity, like, because all of this is going on, the stock market definitely has taken a loss. So a lot of people are experiencing that. Any of you, if you have any investments in stock, you may be seeing that. Otherwise, I also feel like there are losses with lives, okay? And for some people, loss of business. I don't know about you guys, but for me, this has affected my business because I do some importing and exporting overseas. This would affect a lot of people who are in business, or a lot of companies, okay? And this also would affect people probably wanting to travel or wanting to go do different things. And they're feeling like, wow, we really can't. So people are very much feeling very pessimistic about the whole situation um, with this whole pandemic thing going on. And I feel like a lot of people feel like their plans have been thwarted. However, the one thing to know about um, Five of Cups is that there's still opportunity here. It truly is. And I know, okay, I may not be able to deal with my um, typical manufacturers that I deal with in the country that I deal with them in. However, there are other countries I can look at. There are other options I can look at in other areas of my business that I can focus on, and I would encourage others to do the same thing. If you have stock or anything, um, I would want to say that it's not going to be a total loss. Okay, so if you feel like you've seen your stock drop, um, understand this: when stock drops, eventually it goes back up. Eventually, that will be an opportunity for you to invest, buy stock at low prices, and when the market goes up because the prices are so low, people start getting tempted to buy them. You will see your stock increase, your investments increase for that reason. So it's not a complete loss. It's just how you look at the situation. Um, and some of the people that are passing from, this pandemic and epidemic, um, typically are people who had compromised immune systems. Okay, so some of the elderly and people who are already sick or weak. Um, and that's unfortunate. However, there is a bright side to this, okay? And I will get to that later on in terms of what you guys can do to try to protect yourselves and make sure that, you're, um, what's the word I'm looking for? That you're prepared, okay? Um, so let me see, because I'm not going to make this very long. Where is this truly going? Outcome and advice. Also, I want to do, let's say, 3 months and 6 months. 3 months, 6 months, outcome, advice. And I had one that fall here, so Five of Wands, but fell out sideways. This is pretty much pointing out that, it's a fight. It could be a struggle. It could be causing a lot of frustration, um, a lot of conflict of interest. And I feel like that conflict of interest is more related to how the government is handling it. Some of you could be wondering, will you have to fight for your safety, your security, or not? Will this cause a lot of chaos or not? You know, that's also kind of what I, get from that. But okay. So this one should be for the next 6 months. Well, actually, the next 3 months, 3 to 6 months. So between the next 3 to 6 months, it's a good outlook. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of optimism, but it could be people could be wishing for this to go away, things get better, and I feel like they will. It will require patience and a lot of faith, though. Okay, so I'm just going to pull one since it's not popping out. Whoa, that's like way too many. Way too many. Okay, that's a lot as well, but let's see what we got. Wow. Okay. Okay. Interesting. A lot of ways I can look at this. A lot of ways I can look at this. So, there's two ways I'm going to look at this. Nothing new will start up. There won't be any new in the outcome in terms of how can I really really look at this? Okay, I feel like we won't really have a handle on this in terms of a vaccine or a cure through modern medicine, but I feel like nature will handle this. Okay. And that everyone will be prepared. Everyone will be prepared. And we'll see a positive outcome. So I feel like this is pretty much pointing out that there's going to be like a rebirth of things getting back to the way they were before in terms of right now, a lot of places seem to be, shut down. A lot of places seem to be slowing down. A lot of people seem to be preparing to hide or for the worst, not really doing a lot, and those kind of things. But I feel like we're going to get back to a more productive period, a more fertile period, a more abundant period, a better period where we will see all of our preparedness pay off. Okay, so we will see the preparedness pay off. We will reap the benefits from being prepared. Okay. Now, with this Ace of Cups being reversed, like I said, I feel like this is like, okay, the way I'm really getting this is not in the traditional sense. The traditional sense would be something not starting, a new beginning not starting, or something not being refreshed. So I feel like this is going to eventually phase itself out, but it's going to happen naturally. It's not going to happen through modern medicine. That's kind of what I got intuitively. So, advice. And then I'm going to give you guys some health health information and health tips on how you can prepare yourself on a natural, like with natural supplements and things, and just, safety tips. I'm just going to pull one in a minute. Okay, there we go. All right. Three of Wands. Okay. So the Three of Wands is just basically telling you guys to just wait it out. Just wait it out. You will hear more. You will hear more news. Now, keep in mind this was sideways. So even if you don't hear or see more information or news, I feel like this will of itself. But I feel like you guys are being told to be, you guys just need to be patient. You need to be patient. You need to be willing to just let it ride itself out. You will see, you know, you'll see improvements. You'll see results. You'll hear, for some of you, you may or you may not hear the good news or see a success of this thing, but for the most part, some of you may be feeling like, and when I say, when in referring to that, depending on where you are in the world, your access to the information, to the news, to, real resources, you may or may not see that coming through. However, I feel like for many of you, though, you will. So just be patient, be on the lookout. Just be patient, be on the lookout. But that's completely up to you guys or not, if you want to really wait this out. But the advice is to just wait this out. For some of you, just continue to live your lives. And I also feel like that's why that was sideways. Some of you guys, you need to just, some of you can be, what's the word I'm looking for? Some of you can just, be on the lookout and wait this out. Others of you just continue to live your lives. Okay? All right. So now in terms of move this out of the way. Okay. So in terms of, how to really deal with this kind of pandemic, epidemic, or whatever, the disease, keep in mind there are natural ways of, healing or curing things or protecting yourself. And one of the things you can do is to boost your immune system, okay? And you can do that through taking vitamin C. I look tired. Echinacea, garlic, and ginger. Now, garlic and ginger, they're high in antioxidants. They have capsaicin in them. Anything really spicy, red pepper, black pepper, cinnamon, these are things that you can naturally, dice up, mix them up, blend it with some honey, take it, spoonful or two or whatever, drink plenty of water, get enough sleep, get enough rest, do not stress out. Make sure you sanitary, meaning clean your hands, Wash your hands. Keep hand sanitizer around. Um, if you see anybody sneezing or coughing a whole lot, get away from them. I mean, if you see someone sick, period, what do? You tend to want to, stray away from them a bit. You don't have to be mean. Don't treat anyone like they got, well, even if you think, regardless of how dangerous this is or not, a lot of what they're saying is that it's pretty much like a really bad flu. Now, some people are saying, oh, it's really super dangerous. Anything could be dangerous to you if your system is immunocompromised. So you need to make sure your immune system is boosted. And just don't taking those natural things in itself. Elderberry, vitamin C, echinacea. You can go get those things from your local grocery store in the health and vitamin section. You can buy the teas, elderberry, echinacea tea, detox tea has a lot of ingredients in it. Yogi detox is great. Um, you can go to Whole Foods, Fresh Market, um, your local health food store. Like I said, your grocery store, you can find a lot of these things. But like I said, ginger, garlic, and okra is also good for people. Okra, people, I don't know if they realize it has a lot of anti-cancer properties. It's high in polyphenols and things like that. Um, these things you can get from your grocery store. Now, if you look up Dr. Naram, Naram, okay, um, he recently put out a video where he mentioned that he treated someone, cured them of, the coronavirus. So um, he has a video there talking about it and talk about the things he gave the patient, stuff like that. Um, you guys, if you feel like you need to get a mask because it is airborne, um, an N95 mask. I forgot what the other one was. It was either N85, the other one, but N95 I know for a fact. The kind of mask that can protect all sides of your face, sides, front, and it blocks out very tiny particulates that are very fine. My alarm is going off. Yeah, okay. So typically people who do construction work wear those masks. Also, those masks are traditionally um, worn when someone is going into an area of a lot of mold that they need to clean out, stuff like that. But typically those masks are best for the sick person to wear so that they're not coughing, sneezing things out. Um, but if you guys want to wear them and walk around and be looking like you got it or looking like you're afraid of it, that's okay. No judgment here. However, know that a lot of those masks are sold out in a lot of stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon, and eBay. They're price gouging for them. But a lot of the stores are saying they will have them back in stock. Okay, but keep in mind, a lot of those masks are being made overseas and coming from overseas, so you weigh it out for yourself. Best thing you guys can do is to boost your immune system. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you to take. If you want a simple solution, go to store, health food store, look for the wellness formula and also sambucol because it has elderberry in it, or just look for something that has elderberry, echinacea, and get you some vitamin C and some ginger tea, and you should be good. Okay, you guys. But if you do nothing else, have ginger and garlic in your house. Okay, and if you think you're sick, however sick you are, dice it up, mix it with some honey on a spoon, take it. Okay, one clove of garlic, and like a maybe a piece this size, dice it up of garlic. You could also make a spicy soup with garlic, ginger, red cayenne pepper, black pepper, um, hot peppers, you name it. Turmeric as well. Turmeric, throw that in there. Turmeric is also good, okay, for boosting your immune system. Just keep your immune system boosted and be sanitary. If you don't have to go out, then maybe just don't go out. If you just want to be extra safe. But I honestly, and stay prayed up. I honestly think this is going to blow over. Um, it happens sometimes, it happens sometimes, but do not panic. If you panic, remember you can attract something to you. So do not panic. Stay calm. Stay healthy, you guys.